Always wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Now, this may include hard hat, safety glasses, and steel-toe boots. Seat belts must be worn during forklift operation. Before entering the vehicle, clean and dry your hands to prevent slipping when grabbing the handhold. Check your shoes for grease and never hold onto the steering wheel when entering the forklift. Always watch your footing as well as your head when mounting or dismounting the vehicle. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times and obey posted speed limit signs. Forklift operators must complete a formal, documented pre-shift safety inspection before operating the vehicle for the first time on each shift. Physical operating conditions will change throughout each day as well as between each shift. Pre-use inspections will identify potential hazards that may be encountered from a damaged forklift. Before you start to work, inspect the mask for broken or cracked weld points and any other obvious damage. Make sure that the roller tracks are greased and chains are free to travel. Be sure the forks are equally spaced and free from cracks along the blade and at the heels. Check hydraulic fluid levels. Check hydraulic lines and fittings for excessive wear or crimping. Look at the lift and tilt cylinders for any damage or fluid leakage. Inspect the mounting hardware on the cylinders and make sure that everything is secure. Check tires for excessive wear, splitting, or missing tire material. If you're operating on pneumatic tires, check them for the proper tire pressure indicated on the tire. When equipped, check to ensure that the fire extinguisher is in working order. Ensure that all safety features, including but not limited to lights, alarms, and horns, are all in operating condition. Forklifts are powered by batteries, gasoline, diesel, and propane. If you find a problem, never attempt to fix it yourself. Report any problem to your supervisor and let a qualified mechanic perform any repairs. Working around batteries can be dangerous because they contain acid. Wear goggles or a face shield with safety glasses, gloves, and an apron when watering wet cell batteries. Batteries being charged produce flammable hydrogen gas. Be sure you charge in a well-ventilated area and keep all ignition sources at least 25 feet away. Know the location and operation of the closest eye wash station. OSHA requires the station to be within 25 feet and accessible in under 10 seconds. Do not attempt to change a battery unless you've been trained and authorized to do so and have the necessary equipment. Check batteries for cracks or holes, frayed cables, broken insulation, securely sealed cells, clogged vent caps, and tight connections. Park the vehicle in a safe location away from ignition sources and turn the vehicle off. Wear proper eye protection while refueling. Be sure that you're using the correct fuel. Do not attempt to refuel the vehicle unless you're trained and authorized to do so. If the forklift is powered by propane, inspect the tank for cracks, broken weld points, and other damage. Make sure all valves, nozzles, and hoses are secure and do not leak. Whenever handling a propane tank, do it outside, away from the building and other workers. Smoking, open flames, and hot work are never allowed around propane tanks. Always have a fire extinguisher nearby. Do not attempt to change or refuel a propane tank unless you've been trained and are authorized to do so. After the initial pre-operation inspection, forklift operators should conduct what OSHA calls an operational inspection. Now, the difference now is the engine is running. You are now ready to start the forklift. Put on your seatbelt. Pump the brakes. Check the steering by turning the wheel left and right. Inspect the lights. Raise, lower, and tilt the forks. View the lamps and gauge for proper levels and honk the horn. You'll need to make sure each is working properly. Always be aware of the possibility of overheating, leaking, or a mechanical breakdown. Should any of these occur, the forklift should be tagged out and removed from service until repaired by authorized personnel. And remember, forklift inspections must be completed daily. Begin your shift by giving it a good once-over. If you're operating a truck that's being used around the clock, don't assume that the next driver will catch any problems with a truck that developed while you were using it. Inspect it at the end of your shift as well, and that way you won't leave any dangerous surprises for your coworkers. One of the most important things to know about a forklift is the rating capacity. Every forklift is given a data plate from the manufacturer before it can be placed into service. The data plate contains important information about the safe working capabilities of the forklift and with special attachments. It's important to know how much a load weighs before you try to move it. Now, always remember, adding certain attachments may change the weight capacity. Attachments that are not included on the initial data plate must be added before use.